Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. June swap here for Milwaukee. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jordan, he's in at shooting guard. Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Antetokounmpo out there with Nate Walters. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Kicks it to Jordan. At the top of the key, Walters fires it up, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 14. Here's Rondo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And what an extraordinary display of passing in that game, too, Kevin. He was making all the right decisions offensively.
In the corner, Thornton with it. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Thornton's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys. Well, the Celtics certainly played with a lot of passion last year. They got off to a start that few thought they would achieve, but even playing with passion can't cover up the holes in the roster.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Jabari Parker, a self-described obedient kid growing up in Chicago, maintained a 3.7 GPA through high school. He went so far as to say he had lower self-esteem in his younger days. You don't often hear about that from NBA athletes, but it's a reality. Believe me, I see these guys. They often aren't as confident as you might think. But there's no reason for this guy to doubt his worth now, especially on the basketball court.
And the basket by Thornton.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
And Walters kicks to Jordan. Henson sets a screen for Jordan. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go. And as humble as Jabari Parker seems off the court, Clark, he seems like one of those guys who flips a switch when he steps on the floor. Great motor, terrific hunger, real competitive.
Yeah, extremely competitive and confident and assertive. And with his talent, and you add those attributes, you've got a guy that looks like he could be a potential all-star someday.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
The Celtics have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Henson sets a screen for Jordan. And that's not going to go.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at Marcus Thornton, he's really good.
All right.
Chris Middleton comes in for Parker, and it's Brandon Knight in for Nate Walters. And then for Boston, Turner comes in for Sellinger, and Smart subbed in for Rajon Rondo. On the court right now for the Celtics. At the 2 and 3, it's Avery Bradley and Jeff Green. Evan Turner is out there with Brandon Bass, and it's Smart in at the point.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting. Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
Jordan, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, Kelly Olynyk grew up in a basketball family. His father was the head coach at the University of Toronto. Kelly said, "I had unlimited access to a huge basketball mind, which was unbelievable. He loved the game so much, and he had so much knowledge and experience. It really made me want to succeed in the game." Guys?
Great skill in that front court. He fits right in. Thanks, Doris. The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with the 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I. That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
Smart kicks to Bradley. On the wing, Turner. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Smart. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Bradley, no one around him. Connects from three-point range.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
The drive by Jordan. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Jordan. Rebounded by the Celtics. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
Well, they split the season series a year ago. These two teams were very evenly matched.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
And his old high school coach is an attendee at today's game, Clark. I believe they still stay in close contact, even though he's now in the NBA.
And, you know, you always have to keep perspective by remembering where you came from, no matter what you're doing, but certainly in the NBA. And it's nice to see that he does that by still staying in touch with his old coach.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Both of them would love to surprise people, maybe work their way up into contention for one of the lower seeds.
You're right. They'd like to, but neither team has fared well at all in this conference. They've both pretty much been bottom feeders.
And stolen by Jordan. Off target at the rim. Celtics trail by 10. Bass passes to Sullinger. Sullinger with a screen for Smart. The feed now to Turner. He kicks it to Bradley. Fader on the way. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Milwaukee on top, up by 10. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Knights checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Jordan in for Walters. Brandon Bass is checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Marcus Thornton. Jordan, he's in at the point. Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Brandon Knight is out there with Antetokounmpo. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. That cuts the lead to single digits.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. There's the pass to Jordan. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Knight. Three-pointer. The shot will not go. Here's Green. Misses the shot. And so the Bucks take the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And that'll wrap it up. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and thanks for tuning in.
It's the man, the myth, the high school coaching legend.
No, not as good as a coach since I lost you a few years back. It's funny how coaches get better when they actually have good players on their team.
Man, forget that noise. You taught me everything I know.
You're like a sponge, and it's paid off for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, Coach.
I hit the showers. I can smell you from here.
All right, man, I gotta get fresh.
All right, sounds good.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. It's checked in for Parker, and the Nets also making a change. Plumlee, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. So for Brooklyn now, Deron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Inside is Plumlee and Lopez, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Knocked loose. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And here we go. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher to this point in his career. Pick and rolls, his explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of defenders.
And the Bucks making a change here. Jordan's checked in. That one is no good.
And for Larry Sanders, you know, he's not the most effective player in isolation situation, but supposedly he's been working to expand his offensive repertoire, focusing on his mid-range shot and driving to the basket. We'll see if the fruit shows up in his work.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Williams. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
And Larry Sanders might be best served working on his free throw shot, Steve, shooting under 60% for his career and well under 50% last season.
No question. But Kevin, I think the Bucks, first and foremost, they hope he can recover his shot blocking form and rebounding from 2 seasons ago. That's what they really need out of him. Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Plumlee sets the pick for Williams. Rejected by Jordan. 1:10 left here in the